I'm Tiffany, and this is Tell 'em Tiff, where you can get everything you need to know about the latest books and some of the classics. Either way, my goal is to get you to read. Alright, so this is actually funny how I found this book. So this is from the Breakbeat Poets Volume 2, and it's called Black Girl Magic. And it's edited by Mahogany L. Brown, Idrissa Simmons, please charge it to my head, not my heart if I mispronounce these names, and Jamila Woods. A beautiful collection of beautiful poems about just black girl magic is exactly what the title is. Now, what you need to know about this. Now, the Breakbeat Poets, if you go on YouTube, there are a whole bunch of videos about them, and they do poetry slams, and I know like COVID just hit, so it hasn't been going on lately from what I know. However, absolutely fell in love with them, and I'm glad I ran across this book. Okay, so they're different poems throughout this book that stand out to me, and they're all in different sections. So if you go into the table of contents, everything that you need to know, it's gonna be there. And they have certain, like, I like the way that they bold printed everything, and then you have poems that's like, I guess they fall under the bold printed one. I'm assuming that's how it goes, but that's how I got it as a reader here. So you may interpret it as something else if you read it. I am going to read a poem by Justice Amir, and it's called My Beauty. Absolutely love this poem when I first read the book, and I think this one, it was a lot of poems that stood out to me that kind of just really tugged at my spirit, but My Beauty was one that like I remembered, and I printed this off and put it up in my place of work. So that's why I chose this poem. So, My Beauty. I found my beauty wearing a suit jacket, and I slapped her, told her to love herself, and she put on a tie to spite me. My beauty found herself trapped in men's clothes, and it wasn't that I didn't look good, just my beauty and I didn't see eye to eye. Deep down, we both knew that as long as we thought I was a man, we would never be together. We feigned esteem. While I pointed out every flaw, she exerted a fox conceit. As I found more ways to hate myself, my stomach, my hair, my chest, I had always been arrogant. I had never known confidence, but I digress. My beauty kept trying to make a man beautiful, dressing it in suits and sweaters, letting the stubble show some days. My beauty kept looking in the mirror, saying words like handsome and sexy, never believing them. I kept trying to make my body a man, imagining it more muscular, calling broad shoulders masculine. I never saw my beauty. We kept looking past each other in search of some boy. And ain't that being a black woman, being forced to destroy herself to make a man more comfortable? Me and my beauty stopped looking for him one day, and suddenly I saw my body. My beauty saw a woman, and me and my beauty finally saw each other, finally saw this body as the woman we've always been. Looked in the mirror and said, hey girl, and yeah, we cute, we beautiful. I don't know, that poem for me just justified like knowing who you are and not adjusting yourself for the male gaze. And I think Justice, and I believe that she's talking about herself, she woke up one day and she was just like, I saw this and I'm living for myself and not for the attraction of men. There are plenty of other poems in this book that are just like that. There was another one. I always feel the ones that talk about like hair, and one is called Why You Cannot Touch My Hair. I'm just gonna read the first paragraph of it. But this is by Eve L. Ewing. My hair is my childhood friend who used to come over every day and became cool in high school and then began to do drugs and then ran away. But now is back trying to get her life together, and we have coffee together one Sunday morning before her shift at the grocery store. That was a lot just in that paragraph. That was a whole lot. But if you know anything about hair, I can remember not having a perm, then getting a perm, and then my hair falling out, then having to cut my hair back off, then getting a pixie cut, keeping my pixie cut for 5 years. Now I'm here. I shaved my hair during the pandemic. Listen, me and hair. We have a love-hate relationship, and I think now this poem is like long. It's long, but just from that paragraph alone, I was like, girl, I understand exactly what you're going through or what you've experienced with your hair, because you know when your hair does its own thing, but you can't help but to love it because it's a part of you. With that being said, there are a lot of beautiful poems in this book that I think that as a Black woman, and even if you're not a Black woman and you just want to read this book, I think that you'll learn a lot, and I think that you will gain something from reading this. I love this book. I recommend it to people, and I hope that me reading those 2 poems helped you in some way. So read Black Girl Magic, The Breakbeat Poets, Volume 2. Okay, so I hope you like this video. But if you really, really, really liked it, like it, share it, and of course, please subscribe to the channel, okay? All right, have a good one.